Alrighty, this is how you lower input latency on Intel-based platforms. So what you want to do is you want to go to rweverything.com/download. You want to download 64-bit version here. You want to extract it. You know the basic shit. So once you do that, you just open it. You run the setup, and then you open it. It'll look like this, just like this. In top left, you want to click the first one, and then you want to click on the drop-down menu. You want this in 32-bit. You look for XHCI USB controller. Click on it. Now, you may or may not have multiple base address registers. Most people only have 2 or 1. So you want to do is you want to find the first base address register. You want to double click it on the left side so these numbers match up. You should move this shit over. Make sure it's in 16-bit. And then you want to click on the address here. Now if you have 2 like me, I'll show you how to do 2. Because I have 2 base address registers here. So you'd add the second one first, so it'd be 40. And then I'd add the first one. That's what you would do if you have 2. If you have 1, you would just add the first one. So it'd be like, don't copy my numbers. If these are the same measures, that's fine, but if you need to type your own. So for me, I have 2, so I actually add it. Now, this step's going to be the same, the one I'm about to show you. Delete 4 spaces, and then add 2024 to the end. Then you hit enter. And then you're going to get this window. At the top left, it's usually going to say 00C8 right here. You just double click on it, and there's going to be 3 ones, usually 3 ones. And then you're going to want to set these to 0. So you just click on it, and then you hit 0 on your keyboard. Or you could just double click your mouse on the ones, and then you hit done. And then you want to exit out the top right. You shouldn't exit out these little 2 windows, otherwise you're going to have to redo these steps again. You don't want to fucking do that. Shit's annoying. So once you've done that, you should be good. This disables interrupt coalescing, which means normally it would combine packets of data, coalesce them together. It helps save CPU resources. It's just more efficient that way. Network adapter doesn't let things do that. Combine packets of data and just send it as one instead of like a bunch of small ones instantaneously. So this does lower latency, but it probably will cost you more CPU resources. But it does lower USB latency of any USB device that you have. Just keyboard, mouse. Now, if you have a really old CPU and you're doing this, and you have like an 8,000 hertz mouse, you might notice some really odd behavior. If you don't, then great, but some people do, some people don't. But it's not going to harm anything. You'd have to do this manually every time you boot up anyway. You can obviously automate it, but I wouldn't suggest that because you can get stuck in a crash loop if something changes with the base address registers. But yeah, this is something you have to do every time you boot. But it's completely safe. If you type the wrong number, your PC might just freeze or crash, but nothing will. It's not harmful. And yeah, so once you've done that, you set the numbers, you just click done, exit top right, and you're good to go. And that's it.